The UFL shop is here. Welcome back to the Defending Football Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now I'm a little bit late to this news. I was having some tooth pain, some wisdom teeth problems. If you know, you know. Not a good feeling, but we're back in the groove of things. And the UFL dropped their official shop. I was very excited waiting for this thing to drop. And then first of all, before it even dropped, you had a timer going. It was supposed to be up on a Wednesday at midnight. So I check it and they added 7 hours on the timer for no reason without telling anybody. But you know what? I was like, okay, maybe they're fixing some back end stuff. But you know what? I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, you know what? I wake up at 7 for work tomorrow. I'm going to wait and it'll be fine. I wake up at 7 like a kid on Christmas waiting for that shop to be open. And all I see is a timer stuck at 0 with no shop. And I think an hour or two later, the shop finally dropped. And then we were met with the reality that there was barely any merchandise on it. And it was a little bit more expensive than people thought. Now it's the day before Thanksgiving right now, and they currently added some more merchandise. And I want to say real quick, I hope you and your family have a great Thanksgiving. But I'm going to be a little bit negative in this video. And it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to basically go through the website and then just break down what's going on. So let's check it out. As you can see right off the bat, you have this image of a family wearing UFL gear, which seems like a pretty good image, I guess, until a lot of people noticed that this is completely generated AI. Now look, I do graphic design as my normal 9-to-5 job, which by the way, if you're interested, I am now freelancing, so follow me right here. But back to the shop. So there's 2 reasons why people are generally mad. The first one is not just because it's AI in general, it's because it's lazy. You could have gotten a few people to actually put on a shirt, take a picture, and put it on the site. And then second of all, you have all of the assets for your teams. You're the only one that has the best assets for all your teams, including your logos, text, fonts, all that stuff. But yet you still used AI to put it on this shirt. Whereas you can see all the text, I'm not sure if you could see that. You can go on the website to check it out a little easier. But a lot of the text and things like that are messed up on your own logos for your own merchandise on the front of your website. I know cost cutting is a big thing and I totally understand it, but I'm going to be giving you guys at the UFL a free crash course of how simple it is to actually put your logo on a shirt. Alright UFL, this is your free game. Here we go. So I have the vectorized logo and I have a crappy picture. It's literally the first one I found off of Google with a guy wearing a red shirt. Doesn't matter. We're going to grab this logo. Let's say we want to put it on the shoulder here, or we want to put it on the chest, or whatever you want. It doesn't look good. How are we going to do this without taking so much precious time? We're going to highlight the logo. We're going to highlight the image. Right click, mockup, create mockup. Guess what? It's going to do the rest of the work for me. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seconds. A little bit more than that, but about 6 to 10 seconds. Look at that. I get to actually move this logo on the image and it will contort to his body. Look at that. It can do it on the shoulder as well. It can do it on his neck if I want to. I could put it anywhere. I could put it on that shoulder, this shoulder. It'll contort to the shape of the image. Fantastic technology, using AI by the way, but no one will know. So that is your free crash course. Back to the video. Obviously you can see how easy it was, so I might just make people even more mad about this AI situation, but it's okay. We're gonna go through the website, it's fine. Game day starts here, shop now. Looks pretty basic. You can shop by team here. You can go sift through. Got the new teams and everything like that. You got shop by team, men's, ladies, youth. Okay, pretty good looking. I love that purple, by the way. I really do like the Orlando Storm, how they look. It's a pretty basic looking website, so we're just gonna go through the merchandise part. So we're gonna click shop now. So we're just gonna go through some of the products. So you got some cups, and obviously these are the same for every team. So you got the gambler stuff here, but really it's just the same product with a different logo on it. This is a $45 cup. I mean, I don't know who's getting a $45 cup. $50 water bottle right here. I do like the selection that they added recently though. You got a little bit of you got a parking sign, you got like a little metallic sign going here. You got some foot mats here, I guess. You got some license plate covers as well. It's actually a pretty cool one. I'm actually probably gonna pick up the Defenders one, not gonna lie. But the cool one is $30, so might be a Christmas gift. You got blankets, and then obviously it goes into the other stuff here. Every team has a little bit something different. You got a football for every team. It's obviously not official football. It's 4 signatures, so it's kind of like a whatever crappy football, 4 signatures. It's pretty standard, to be honest with you. Now, I am a Defenders fan, so let's take a look at the Defenders stuff. A lot of people are Defenders fans on this channel for some reason. So let's check out the DC Defenders section right here. So the cup is red with the DC Defenders logo on it. You got the glass, you got the baby cup for 40 bucks. I may pick up this mat, some of these signs, something like that. I'm going to figure that out, but I'm definitely going to pick up this for my car. That's going to be sweet. You got a mug. Then you get down to more of the standardized merchandise. You got shirts, slides. This shirt is pretty cool, this sweatshirt here. We'll click into it. As a designer, I do like cool things like this, not just standard stuff with a logo on it. So this is very nice to see. The only problem a lot of people have is it's $80. Guys, that's a pretty expensive sweatshirt. Now, a lot of people, including me, have praised the UFL for cheap UFL tickets to games. I think they're going to compensate for that lost money with the cheap tickets for more expensive merchandise. I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose, but I'm sure that's something they're looking at to probably help their bottom line, is getting people to the games with more money in their pocket, willing to spend more money on merchandise possibly. Not saying it's a good or a bad thing, but an $80 sweatshirt is a little tough. If it was like $65, it would be a lot better. But let's keep going. We got a standard looking shirt, another standard shirt here. You got a long sleeve white shirt. You got every color slides possibly available. You probably don't even need this many, to be honest with you. And then my favorite item in the whole shop, the robe, baby. We have a robe for every team. They're all just black robes with a logo on it. And they're $100. I'm going to be honest, as a Defenders fan, if the robe was red and it was like if it was $60, I'd probably go for it. $100? I can't justify going for it, I'm going to be honest with you. But he does look like a pretty cool Sith Lord in this picture, so I'll give him that. You can also get just plain UFL merchandise, which I would say is lame, but it's kind of cool. I'm going to be honest, I kind of like it, so I don't really have a problem with it. The slides are actually kind of cool too. The black and white look, I always like that look for the UFL. I'm glad they stuck with that. But I'll tell you, the main thing that I was mad about the shop not having when it released was the hat section. I want a new DC Defenders hat, and I want a beanie. My brother wants the beanie. I'm going to get it for him if it ever goes on the website. If not, I'm going to have to look for eBay or another website. But I want to buy it from the UFL. I'm sure they will have more merchandise coming soon. It looks like on Twitter, the UFL has its own shop page now. And they said that weekly new things will be added, so we'll see how true that is. It looks true so far, but overall, I just gotta be honest, I'm happy there's merchandise. Don't get me wrong, I love the UFL, this is not a dig at the league. But at the same time, with the AI thing, it just makes your league look bad. Don't do that again, or at least do it in a smart way where people won't know. You guys kind of botched the opening of the shop, but whatever, we can get over that. But the main thing is, get more merchandise, get more diverse merchandise. I want things that look different. And the prices are what the prices are. As a pro league, I understand they have to be somewhat higher. But overall, how the shop stands, adding the more stuff, it made the shop a little bit better. But I'm going to give it a straight 5 out of 10. I was actually very underwhelmed. I think 5 out of 10 is very generous for when it released. I was actually pretty angry. It's been about a week or so, so I'm not as angry about it now. But I want to know what you think down below. Do you think the UFL shop was a total flop? Do you think it's going to get better? Or do you think it's already fine as it is? So let me know down below, and I'm going to get out of here. So for the love of football, defend football, baby.